Welcome to Africa Speaks. I'm Pamela Anchang. He is known as one of the identical twins in one of the most popular duos on the Afro-pop scene, Psquare. Together with his brother Paul, the dynamic, multi-talented pair built a robust musical career, boasting over 100 million views on YouTube and winning multiple awards, including the KORA Awards, BET Awards, MTV Awards, Hip Hop World Awards, Nigerian Music Awards, Channel O Music Awards, MTV Africa Music Awards, and a host of others. Now disbanded and pursuing a solo career, Peter Okoye, also known as Mr.P, is on to new and exciting opportunities and will today share his journey as a family man, a philanthropist, a singer, writer, dancer, and director. He has promised to answer all the questions his fans want to know here on Africa Speaks with Pamela Anchang. Stay tuned for a very exciting moment with Mr. P. So good to have you here, Mr. P.
Thank you very much.
You know, I know today you're supposed to be performing somewhere, so you took the time to sit with us and talk to your fans.
I got you.
Yeah,
it's the usual thing.
It's the usual thing. It's your
Really
responsibility.
it's our responsibility.
So let's start from the top.
Thank you.
What kind of kid were you? I'm curious to know because you dance, and when I watch most stars like the late Michael Jackson, you could see that from childhood. They already had it. So what kind of kid were you growing up?
I would say growing up was more like, you know, I would say the truth. My childhood wasn't that great.
Really?
It wasn't 100% because we were not living okay, like 100%. Like I won't say we're from the ghetto or where like our parents never had anything, but later on when they started becoming like progressive, you know, we found ourselves going to government schools. You know, when the government schools usually crap.
Yeah.
Back home and all that. So when our parents now made money, we now went to a private school, but try to get into the university was hell because we went to some competitive university, University of Abuja, and before we got our admission, I remember one of our uncles said he's going to sponsor us in our university. My parents were like, okay, cool. So after like a year or two, my uncle and my dad, they had an issue, so that had to stop, and now that, then that means we have to, you know. Then we have already started music, but we were playing football then. Mm-hmm. I was a soccer player. And at the point I found out that music was paying more than the football.
Football.
I dropped my football boot, I grabbed the microphone, and we're doing the music until Nigeria won the Atlanta 96. 94, 96, yeah? Here in Atlanta. So when we won that, I went back, dropped the mic, took my football boot to continue playing football. But I was happy that I saw most of my teammates started playing professional football, and I was doing music professionally, so I have no regrets. And you know, but the truth is, at the end of the day, I still say my childhood wasn't 100%, because sometimes there are some things I miss as childhood, but when I see my kids doing it today, I'm a very playful person. People know me. If you check my Instagram, I say things the way I say them. So I'm a very playful child till today. I can't stop. Even if you like, even if I turn 50, I don't care. We only live once, so right. I enjoy doing that.
Do you think that those challenges that you went through impacted or informed how you perform and how you entertain?
You know, I've always seen myself more as an entertainer than a musician. I don't care. I just realized that once I go on stage, I can hold a crowd 3 hours. You know, and what that has really done to me is I developed that movement to challenge myself. You know, sometimes when I go on stage and I finish performing, forget about people praising me. I mean, you killed the show. I just need one person to just say, nice show, but that thing you said on stage, I don't like it. I love to listen to that person. You know, I love, so sometimes I help to build myself. You know, I sit down. I don't like taking credit. You know, sometimes people think everybody knows me. I don't like taking credit. Sometimes I direct a lot of videos. I don't still want to put my name because I feel there's no point for that to happen.
When someone watches you on stage, and I have for a long time.
I got you.
So can you imagine me sitting next to you now? I'm so happy. It reminds me of one of my favorite artists, which is most people's favorite, the late King. How did he impact you in any way?
I won't lie to you, like, I was at the age of 7, 8, 9. I go to birthday parties and I imitate Michael Jackson. I do that 100%. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I still have pictures of them. Probably I'll send it to you guys. So I imitate Michael Jackson on stage. In fact, for me to leave from a particular city to another city to perform was never the music. It was the dance that took me to those cities. Like, I have a group called, I was a leader of a group called Smooth Criminals because of Michael Jackson.
Smooth Criminals.
So it was myself and 10 other guys. I was the Michael Jackson of the group. So we traveled different cities from just Nigeria to Abuja to Kaduna. We're doing that was even before the music came. So I was doing that for a long time, and going for shows where you have some, artists like Zaki Aze, Daddy Shoki performing, but everybody's looking forward to watch Smooth Criminals perform those days. So I know, I mean, but even at the point, people started saying I imitate him. But let me be honest with you, I don't think if you name, even the so-called Michael Jackson will tell you that he learned a lot from James Brown.
That's right.
So if somebody like me and perform on stage, you see, even if you see Chris Brown perform on stage, you see him doing, whatever he does is like, But the only time I noticed that because of there's a look-alike between myself and Usher. Now, I and Usher were basically the same age. To be honest with you, when I started my career, I don't even know who he was. I'm going to be very honest. I don't even know. So, but I found myself, everyone started saying, I look like him, or he looks like me, or we dance alike. Well, when I was 7, 8, 9, and I don't even know, I don't think even he was existing as a musician then. So I don't even know where the whole people, I think it's because we look alike. Maybe probably if I look like that guy over there, they won't say so, but because we look alike. I mean, I used to doubt we look alike until when the mom saw me, like, oh my God, you look like my son. So, so I mean, every musician, we're few. I don't think in the whole world we're up to 50 of us that sings and dance at the same time. You can count us, like you can count myself, Beyonce, Rihanna, Usher, Chris Brown,
maybe Jason Derulo. Can I throw him in there?
Neo, what's this guy? Omarion. I don't think we're up to 50, but because that is the most difficult task to do. I can tell you, do you know what it means to be singing and dancing at the same time? And
entertaining, not just singing and dancing, like getting the crowds.
The energy, that's why there are few of us. We're not much. Yes. We're not much.
You know what though? It doesn't matter what they say. The important thing is that you do a good job.
No, what I'm trying to say is that's why you don't see much of us.
True.
You don't see much of us.
You're very right.
If you look at it, and that's why even people likes of Michael Jackson, people like talking like, that's a king of pop.
But let me ask you, Mr. P, isn't the way that we evolve is to find someone or something that's been done and then improve on it, make it your own?
I won't lie to you. I just wish he was alive because back then when I was in the group at that moment, it was so sad that the only time I came close to Michael or his family was when he died. Because after we did our personally song, I got a phone call, from an individual, just, hey, my name is Jermaine Jackson. I said, okay, does that name ring a bell? I was like, I don't know if the name rings a bell. I said, I'm Jermaine Jackson, the Jackson family. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Say, you know what? I know you don't believe me. Can I call you on the video? I say, yeah. Can I call you on Skype? What's your email? He gave me, so okay, I'll call you. Right? He now come and I put on like, oh my God, that's it. Say, listen, I just watched you guys. The video just came out 2 days. It was already 1 point something million views. Like, as soon as it came out, people started tagging them, and the whole family saw it and all that. It was Janet that said, hey, call these guys, contact them. So 1 or 2 phone calls. So I felt really bad because he was someone, because I think Akon was about to make it happen. Because at that point, Akon just did a song. Akon was the last person that did a song with Michael, that Hold My Hands. So Akon has already told us when they're going to shoot the video. He wants us to come to appear on the video at the same time, probably try and do something, if it happens. Because Akon has written like 7 songs for him. There's the one he feels like he wants to turn it to Afrobeat, so we can, you know. So we're already about to get that done, then it happened. So it was a sadness, but hey, but his legacy still lives.
And he lives in you, and you carried it on, but it's so funny.
I don't, until today, if I perform for stage, I'm still going to give you that MJ moves.
Yes.
If you don't like it, but
No,
people love it.
You do a fine job. And you know what is funny right now? I'm feeling much better because if Jermaine Jackson called you and you're like, huh? So I'm all right.
I'm cool, though. I'm cool.
I'm all right.
I'm cool.
You know, what does it take to be at the top of your game the way you are? I'm wondering, is it vision, purpose? What is it all intertwined? What does it take for someone to get to the top? Especially, mind you, coming from Africa, where we are not, that is not something that is resonated with us. Our parents want us to do this, somebody wants you to do that, but then you pick your own lane. What does it take for you to stand out in this way and make it this big?
It's you sticking to your decision. Nobody, you that wears the shoe know where it hurts. You know, I've seen a lot of people getting discouraged by what people say out there, try to discourage. You know what I mean? People have tried discouraging me. Yeah, of course. But you know the truth, I still go out there and do my own thing. Right. It's about self-belief. You know, I've seen a lot of people, they're already here because people were trying to make them look bad. They try to bring themselves to low now. And again, you know, because of the days of the social media has killed a lot of dreams. You know, I went back and remember when we had songs like Do Me and Co and all that. So I started reading them when we released those songs. I realized that people were actually criticizing these songs.
Really?
They were. The whole, no one like, people were insulting. Because then the social media wasn't what it was today.
Correct.
So people like me went there and I was watching them. So for me to watch them, I see them, I look at them, I'll be like, oh my God. And I read the comments, I'm like, so you mean those days that people were loving this, people were, so whatever I do now, whether you love it or you don't love it, you criticize, I still go ahead and be doing my thing because I felt like, come on, this shit has been happening, this thing has been happening a long time ago. Why bother now? Because the social media is all up in our face. So I just think that's why once I put out a song, I know the type of check online, say, how is it doing? I put the same spirit that I used then when social media wasn't existing. I do my thing. So for me, if you want to remain up there, don't bother about what people are saying. Go out there and do you.
Go out
there and do you. Nobody, to be honest with you, you know, it's your hustle. The day you realize that music is your hustle, then it favors you. Because to be honest with you, there's a say that says, respect your hustle. When you go broke, nobody gives a damn. So respect your hustle. So respect it. You know, it's amazing where an artist takes his time, spend months, weeks in the studio, spend millions shooting a video. A video of 4 minutes might be shot in 5 days, edited, everything, and now plan the promotion, put on a billboard to release it. An individual just come out, okay, that song is whack. Then you now start feeling bad for yourself. Right. For what? After my... Well, the question is, does it stop you from doing your shows? No. Does it stop you traveling around the world? Or does it stop you from doing your thing? Then they don't matter. The more energy should be focused on the ones that love it.
Yes. So I guess the message
That's
there.
why it's very. Everybody knows me. I don't beat around the bush. I'm only gonna live once in my life.
That's
One
true.
thing that in life that once you don't talk, they say you're not talking. Once you're talking, they say you're talking. Best thing, talk.
You better talk.
Better talk.
Let me switch gears a little bit. Mr. P.
Yeah.
I like that name, by the way, Mr. P.
I've been Mr. P for years.
Yeah, before was
Like
Mr.
years.
P.
Even during Psquare.
Ah, Mr. P. So you're always Mr.
Go and
P.
check. Even I can remember all the songs. Yeah, you're P. Mr. P. Oh, no. He's always in the song. He's still there. He's there.
Okay, Mr. P. You know, black music, black culture is so diversified. It's so diversified. But I'm wondering where you think our culture, black culture and black music, is on the radar in terms of global entertainment. Where do you think we are right now?
You know,
in scope?
sometimes during the likes of Psquare, Two-Face, the Band, you know, there's this thing everybody says, oh, Nigerian music, I've gotten there. No. As long as we cannot wake up in the morning, or I do a song with Usher, for example, and they don't sign out that this song is meant to be playing in the US, then we haven't gone anywhere.
Really?
They now sign off, you know, no problem, but it cannot be playing in the US. I'm like, I mean, they play them on the radio. You know, we haven't gotten anywhere.
You're right.
And for the fact that it still remains the African in diaspora, we still haven't gotten anywhere.
Okay.
But we're heading somewhere. We're progressing.
Okay.
And the good thing, it has been, let Africans appreciate African music.
Okay.
Not let people love our music, no. Let them appreciate. First of all, they need to appreciate. If they don't appreciate, then we're not going anywhere.
Exactly.
And I'm happy, I'm among the pioneers who started this movement.
That's true.
I don't care what anyone says, but for me, I just feel like, you know, I'm going to put it straight. Our music today, they've heard it. They love it. They respect it. Have they accepted it 100%? No. I won't say 100%, but the Africans in diaspora, yes. Some foreigners, yes. But have they taken it to say, okay, no problem, this song is topping charts with the likes of, you know, Maroon 5, and no. Have they nominated? I don't like all this African category. Have you ever gone to a Grammy and say Asian category?
No.
So if you do a Grammy today and put African category and you give me that award, I'm not going to still be happy. Because at the end of the day, have you gone for and I want to say Asian category, American category? Have you seen that before?
No.
So what is the African category?
You know what?
Why are they segmenting the whole thing? You know what? If you Grammy, like I know in Russia today, they do Grammy Russia. Russians do their own Grammys. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, they didn't beat, they put African category. Why? Why the whole, beginning to irritate me. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, during our time, it was happening, but I think it has gotten where you guys know that we are now there.
Yes.
See that you go ahead and do BET Africa Award better, but remove all this African category.
You know what? I agree, because I always wondered, the BET Awards are taking place. And then I hear that you have an award, so-and-so has an award, but I didn't see you on stage. Why are you not performing? Like, you would give...
right now, they even try to perform, but I'm just saying, like, the whole... I just asked a simple question. Have you been to an award where they now say Asian category?
No.
Have you been to an award they say American category?
No.
Have you been to an award they say some category? No, but they will always put the African. I think it's, don't do our African category, do ours for us, and we'll call it a day.
That's true.
Like I love the MTV. MTV just do the MTV award. We know it's our own. You know, not just doing an award in that to African category. No.
So
with that we will not get there.
Yes.
They just still we will not get there. I'm sorry with that one.
So in other words, until we are globally embraced institutionally,
yes,
then we still have ways to go.
And where this thing normally happens when you do international collab, they'll give you to sign off, okay, it cannot be played in the US. I'm like, you know? And most people here don't know that, back home don't know that these things happen. So it's going to be difficult.
But why that? Why the clause of it cannot be played in the US?
I don't know. I think it has to do with the management. It has to do with the management. It has to do with money sharing. It has to do with when you're doing the collaboration, the management will be demanding for more and all that. So to just put that clause to.
Well, we have work to do. Hopefully that will change. Hopefully that will change and pretty soon, because
it's already changing, because like I love the fact that Africans are beginning to appreciate their own.
Yes.
I don't remember the last time a foreigner came to Nigeria to do a concert. We don't need them anymore that much. We'll do our own thing, we'll sell our stadiums, and we're cool.
And how can Africans in the diaspora support you in a big way to really propel your careers back home?
They should start making requests of these songs.
Okay. On the radios?
On radios.
Okay.
Make these requests. You know, make the requests on radios. When you make the requests, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I mean, I can tell you that I've gone somewhere and they play my song. I'm like, whoa! I didn't come there to perform. They didn't even know I was there, and I found them playing my song. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Good.
I go on these guys. I go to a place nobody knows me. You know, that's why I hardly go to black clubs where Africans are. I go to a club where nobody knows me, just to have a feel. And I hear some kind of beat that is raining there. Like, it gives me an inspiration. I'm going to where I'm expecting everybody to know that I'm there. No.
Yeah, you've made it. We need to start asking for our music on the radio.
Start making requests of the songs, and I think that goes a long way.
So let's talk about your journey. You are one of those that created this genre. You know, I didn't know that we could sing in Pidgin English.
The good thing about singing in Pidgin, they say music has its own language. But I used to think, you know, if you haven't been out there, if you're in somewhere like only in Nigeria, you haven't been anywhere in the world, you think it's only Nigerians that speak Pidgin. Right. Sierra Leone, Liberia,
Cameroon,
Ghana, Cameroon. They have their own, you know. So, but it's just that the way Nigerians did it. Yeah. Like they say, music has its own language. Yeah. You don't know what I'm saying, but you love it.
No, but anyway, you guys made it fly.
No, we made it fly. We made it fly.
You made it cool.
Let me be honest. The first ever song of back then was Last Night. Last night, girl, I see you saw my best friend Moto. I remember I used to love, baby, baby, I know. You know, I used to love that song. So it got to a point I was listening to that song. Then I was like, last night, then that song was winning. Then I wish. So the two songs were playing. Okay, so apparently, radio was playing I Wish. TV was playing Kid Sweat. So I was like, you know, like that was when I got downstairs. I just told myself, I say, I need to do a song with this instrument. I know it's by Vinge's, but so I did last night. So when I did that song, it was more of English. Then, you know, a friend of ours now said, you know, let's try and make it more Pidgin. Oh, we did that last night, girl, I see you saw my best friend. We did that song. I won't lie to you. It was the first single on that. It wasn't the first single. After we did that song, we came out with Senorita. When Senorita came out, I was like, oh my God, blah, blah. So as soon as the album just came out, it was Last Night. Everybody was, oh my God. Because we titled the album Last Night. So, you know, the Pidgin language thing, I mean, kudos to Remedies, Plantation Boys, Crazy Culture, Azados. These are, I'll call them my mates then. Yes.
But you know, that era until now, you guys launched a whole
22 years.
Yes, a whole period of Afrobeat
It's a movement.
Afro-pop. It has become a movement,
It's a movement.
and become so popular. Why do you think it's taken off so robustly?
You know, the truth is, now we have Instagram. You release a song, you just do pa 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 pa. My song is out. Sees the link. Those days, you have to go to every radio station in every city and every state.
Yes. But what do you think is the impact of Afrobeat, Afro-pop right now, globally? What is the impact on the image of people of African descent, though? Because we suffer a lot from image issues.
The good thing, first of all, Africa, the way the world used to look at us, music has changed it.
Okay.
I'm sure when we come here, a lot of people here think we still live on trees. They expect to hear, you know. But I'm being honest with you that with our music, that has changed. People go on YouTube, or they watch our videos, like, oh my God, we live in nice cities, we live in better houses than most celebrities even here. You know, in the back home in Nigeria, if you live in a mansion, you bought the mansion cash or you built it with cash. You don't do mortgage, you don't on a lease. Nobody has that time. I mean, you heard Akon's interview when he said, if you see an artist in America with a flashy car shooting, after the video, use his phone and call Uber. And when you see the likes of Psquare, Davido, they own those cars.
Yes.
That tells you he knows what he's saying.
He earned his keep.
So, but the good thing is that the music has changed the image of Africa for us.
Yes.
There's the way people look at Africa. When they think of Africa, they think of diseases. When they think of Africa, they think of poverty.
Yes.
When they look at Africa, they look at people that still live, you know, in a bad environment. But I think our music has really changed that. I can tell you proudly that my country, like Nigeria, all people think about Nigeria is scam, 419, bad image. I'm sorry, we've done more than the government. We've cleaned up that image with our music. I'm telling you that something happened 4 years ago. I traveled with some dignitaries from Nigeria. I'm talking about the president, the vice president, the senators. So we're among, they call us to, I think we were among the delegates. They told, I think myself, Aki and Popo, Flavor. We got into South Africa on a seminar. They all came out of the car. Nobody even wanted to look at the president. Jonathan, But everybody was rushing to take picture. Myself, Flavor, Aki, Popo, my brother.
Because you guys have made a difference.
We made a difference.
Yes, you have.
People were rushing to take pictures. So the security that were guiding the president, they said, they have to protect us more.
Yes.
It shows you the impact that we've played. We've virtually erased some negative thoughts about Africa or Nigeria.
Was that intentional? Because your videos are so eclectic. It makes me want to go home.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. That what you see in our video is now becomes the image that people. Let me be honest with you. Anytime I watch CNN here, when they show Africa inside Africa, they still want to show us the African musician who is singing at the bar, playing local. They try to sing. What happens to people like us?
They didn't find you.
You didn't see us? No. Why are you portraying that these are the African musicians? You know, this guy in local, they show one bar, person performing in a bar with like about 20 people.
I'm telling you.
What happens to we selling out 80,000 people in a concert? So I'm still disappointed. But if that's the image they want to show, no problem. We have musical videos.
Correct. But you didn't do it intentionally.
We didn't do it intentionally. We were just doing...
Being yourself.
That's why I say, be yourself.
That's
true.
We're just
being ourselves. Yeah.
You know, you guys have done an amazing job, and you in particular have done so much good. But I'm wondering also if collaborations, cross-collaborations, transatlantic collaborations would help the image and also sell our music. And are you into, what are you thinking about that?
Collaborations is not, it's supposed to be you doing a when you do a collaboration with an artist, a foreign artist, it's for you to gain more fans
Okay.
from the other side. But it's not that. It's for you to please your present fans.
Correct. Okay.
Because I have seen people writing me, oh, when I watch you do a song with Usher, it will make you be bigger than who you are today. I was like, I thought collaboration was for me to, you're already my fan, for me to gain fans from other side. It's not for.
Right.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I
So
get you.
the collaborations is supposed to be, you do a song, let's say I do a song with a Tanzania artist, or a Kenya, or someone from East Africa. It's for the East African artist to be my fan.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
To grab the fans from there to add up to mine.
To get to know you.
But the fans are, but what it has become is to please your present fans. To say, okay, oh my God, this guy is the guy. This guy is better than this person. It's becoming a competitive environment, which I'm not buying into. To be honest with you, if I want to do a song with Usher today, I would have done it. But you know, I feel like if I just do it, like, okay, that's it. We've seen it all.
Right.
So for that, I'll keep you guys hanging. I'm not going to do it now.
But I'm looking at it in the spirit of building a bridge.
You're building a bridge.
Yeah.
Not a competitive one.
Correct. Correct. Support system.
Yeah, it's a support system. If it's becoming a competition, that I'm not.
Negative.
Because, you know, of course, we find ourselves in a competitive environment. Competition is good.
Yeah.
But when there's a moment you will take it to become, it's not more healthy.
Yeah. That is true.
It should be, when you are competing, please and please, compete in a better environment. Not when there is like, people are, you know, these days the fans are even fighting more than the artists.
The artists.
I've seen fans arguing, insulting, fighting. Maybe someone comes on my page, trolling at me, just because of another person. I'm like,
wow.
It's either you're my fan or you're not. But don't take because of. Which I don't see any American artist does that. Everybody just, you know. So I don't like competing because first of all, I did rather compete myself.
Right.
You know.
That would be really disappointing because when we fans see you performing with other African artists or American artists,
So I was in a show
we are
recently,
excited.
2 weeks ago. And I was on stage. What a want. I finished because I prepared myself. I always prepare myself. So after I finished performing, some guy who knew us as a group before just came to me and said, bros, pigeon, bros. I think say you go disappoint us or more, you finish all of us. He was telling me so. Now this is an individual, but the next person that was going to say, yeah, you're good, man, trust me, you kill him, but why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? So that when you do it, people will know that I'm like, it's not a competition, I'm doing me.
Right.
If you, I said something earlier, once I come out of stage, forget about, I love the praises. Everybody say, man, I love you, thank you. Man, bro, I like you, but that thing you did, don't say I don't like it. Come, what's the problem? That little advice is better than everyone praising you.
That's true.
So that's the way I live my life, you know. And like I said, I hate competition.
Yeah.
If you bring competition in front of me, you're wasting your time. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm just doing my thing and I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Because what I realized that these things have been existing 22 years ago when my career started. So if it's still happening now, it's not new.
It's not new.
So whatever you are saying to me now has been said since that time. So why? It makes no sense. Because
be your best critic for yourself,
let me
for
be
your own
honest with
growth.
you, it's like Rihanna. When last did she release a song? But look at what she's doing.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm a great fan of Rihanna. But Rihanna haven't released song for God knows how many years now. But does not make me to go on her page and start telling her, no.
That's true.
But the good thing, have you seen what she's doing lately? diversifying
Yes.
business, doing
Correct.
stuff.
Fashion, this.
These are things she's doing, but you know what? That's how it should be. She's been in the music industry for almost how many years? 15 years?
Yeah.
Do you know better than her? You're just a fan, maintain the fan.
That's
you
true.
don't know better than her. That is Rihanna. Do you know better than her? You know, so she just say, you know what, let me use this time and create this for me, for myself. Maybe next year I'll just release a song and release an album. Boom! And in the first 1 week, all the song goes #1.
Yes.
Everybody's strategizing.
So what kinds of challenges do African artists face
Ooh.
in terms of being able to become that mogul?
An African artist releases a song today. Are they trend? No. The song don't hit #1, no. Next one, might try another one. No.
That's the attitude, huh?
You know, sometimes the song that you think that will take you there will not take you. The one that the least one you expect will take you there. So, Ivana, to me, is maintain a positive atmosphere.
Right.
Maintain your lane, be on your lane, do your thing. Sometimes you release a song, in a week you hit 1 million, in a day you hit 1 million views, cool. You might release the next one, 3 weeks you hit 1 million, does not mean it's not good. Sometimes people listen to this, if I'm in a bad mood, if you like Michael Jackson wake up and release another song, and I just had someone, maybe a man of my relative just died, would I be thinking that Michael Jackson release a song?
Nope.
Everybody has his own mood. It's all about timing. Today you might do a concert and you want to sell out. Probably the promoters did not do their job well. No matter how big, if they just say, I want to do a concert, myself, Chris Brown, Drake, in Lagos, and I pay them, and I did not promote it, nobody will come.
That's true.
Does not mean the artist is not good. It's the same thing when you release a song. You release a song, you say, listen, I want to try this strategy to promote the song. Sometimes you might do it, it might not work. You don't want to go back to the older. Does not mean, okay, you brought a new strategy, you release a song, you're expecting a week to hit 1 million a day. It didn't work. You're now trying to go back. Does not mean the other one that hit the 1 million one day is better. This one might be better. It may be 1 or 2 things, but it's okay. It's your song, it's you. You continue giving the fans the song.
Exactly.
Be you.
Be you.
So if the day we're going to start thinking, like we're already getting there to say we're going global 100%.
Yeah.
But like I say, there are some things that happen, most especially here in America,
Right.
that doesn't allow that thing to happen.
Exactly. But we're not going to get discouraged. Keep
Nah.
going.
We should be, like I say, we should start creating our own.
Yes.
Create our own Grammys.
Create our own Grammys, create our own platforms.
Do our thing. By the time they realize we'll not send them, they will wake up.
Absolutely.
But all this African category, I'm not buying into
We're
that
not
thing.
doing
I mean,
African
when they started it before, I was thinking, okay, fine, but
every
how
year.
many years now?
African category. Mr. P, let's move on. I want to talk about you because you're not just only about music, and we're still going to get into music. But the fans want to know, Mr. P is a romantic, right? You're a beautiful Mrs. Okoye. Right? Love at first sight, huh? Because your music kind of conjure this image of a, the way you serenade women, the woman in your music. I love it. I love it.
They call me woman rapper sometimes.
Oh, really?
I take it. I'm an advocate for women. I love fighting for women. I have I once had a mother. She's late.
Go ahead.
I have a sister. And I have cousins. And I have a daughter.
Okay.
I will not stand anybody to disrespect them. So
good.
Why would I allow anybody to disrespect anybody? Yeah. My wife, she's been through a lot in her life, and I'm more like her support system. Good. And I'm not gonna let go, irrespective of whatever everybody says.
That's your queen.
She's more than a queen, though. I mean, she's an individual she took me when I was a nobody. Yeah. she supported not just me, I would say supported us then. And she's an amazing, very strong individual. Like, she's an angel. And I'm so proud of who, you know. You know, when sometimes, I don't think many people know that she's older than I am. With a lot of numbers.
In African culture, they'll be
It's
coming for you.
And an Igbo boy. But, you know, it's a decision I took, and
Yes.
I have no regret about it. I made up my mind, you're the person I want to spend the rest of my... I mean, I got married after 2 kids.
Wow.
Everybody is expecting to be, oh, this one's going to dump, they're going to dump you and go and marry one younger, you're going to be baby mama, blah, blah, blah.
You're a family man.
Well, you know, this is not about being a role model. If you're looking for a role model, don't look for Peter Okoye. Go and create your own.
Yes.
Another man's food. You know, when some people write me, DM, you know, when I grow up, I want to be like you. I say, can you face what I've faced?
Careful what you wish for.
I'm like, can you? So I just feel like, you know, everybody have someone they look up to. Like I can say, Michael Jackson is my role model. Some people say, hey, that Michael Jackson, they used to have something to do with little children.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for. I'll say, oh, Fela is my role model. That one that wears pants. So they're always going to have something.
Something. Yes.
Don't make Peter.
Your
Because he
robot.
cannot stand.
You cannot wear his shoes.
Just pray to say, you can say, you know what? I get inspired by you. I will take it. But say, you know what? Hi, you want to start doing like me? They can't bullet what I don't face, you know, Fito.
But let me ask you this, now that we're talking on the subject. You know, African women go through a lot. The reason I'm asking these questions is because when I watch your videos, and most African artists in general, I have to give it to them, especially living in the United States, when you watch African-American videos, the hip-hop scene, I typically do not like the way they reflect women.
Naked.
And I know it's not
Half
everybody.
naked.
Yeah.
Shake that booty.
Yeah, and I
back,
know it's, and then sometimes the language they use. But most times, and then they say that the music won't sell if they don't do that.
I know.
But then when I watch you, my brother, and other African brothers, we are like queens. And you know one thing I noticed about you guys' industry in Africa? You don't care about the shape, because we African women, we have issues, image issues. But you guys serenade women and it works. However, there's a however. African women struggle a lot in the marriage, in society, the status of women.
Let me
speak to that.
You know, the truth is, sometimes I see celebrities, they are married today, they are divorced tomorrow. Not only they divorce, they start throwing things online. He's this, this thing is like this, he did it, he did it. I just sit there, this is what I ask myself.
Yeah.
And you knew all this thing and you were there before.
That's right.
You've been there. There's a difference that you leave something because, you know, I leave this thing because this thing is not working out for me and move. Or to come start saying this, boss, don't worry, that person is this. I don't condemn people, and I don't expect you to condemn me.
Right.
African women have gone through a lot, I'm not going to lie to you. I've seen a situation where women get employed based on their looks or what they can do to their boss. I see that a lot. It's very disrespectful. In my team as Mr.P, my manager is a female. My DJ is a female.
Wow.
My road manager is a female. Why did I choose that? So I'll say, the male counterpart, they don't feel me now. Let me try women. See, I'm looking forward to Nigeria. Please, men don't try to president. It is not working. Let them give woman. Listen, if I say that, they say, how can a woman? You see, I hate that. My dad, my wife runs her dad's company. Not like he doesn't have a brother. But who did the dad trust? You're the person that capable to run my company.
Right.
And she runs her dad's company. She's the MD of the company.
Yes.
Not like they don't. But what am I trying to say? I better go. I look myself for camera. Men, when I don't try, give women some opportunities too. Maybe that then go make the team better for us. Because me, I never understand where this Nigerian self they go to. I'm not saying it for anything, not for anything, but I just feel like, you know, let's just give it a try.
Yeah.
If you know work.
You know, one of my favorite songs, Beautiful Onyenye. Did I say it correctly?
Beautiful Onyenye, yeah.
Onye. I love that song. It's such a beautiful song that you serenade the woman. When you are writing your songs, especially now, are you having this in your mind because you know that African women go through all this and you are trying to get the men to a consciousness?
The truth is, the last thing I'll ever do is typical my pen and sing about the situation of my country. Because no, the government will never listen. It's only the people that are suffering will listen to it.
That's right.
The government will never listen to it.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the women. You write a song about women sometimes, still, people that are suffering are not getting the message. It's only the ones that are living normal life will get the message. What everybody wants in Nigeria, in Africa, is everybody wants to dance away their worries. Hey, everybody here. They want to forget their worries.
Yeah.
Singing conscious music.
Right.
This one is thinking how he's going to feed himself in the next 1 hour. You are singing, Nigeria go better, Africa is going to be this, the future. We're like,
nobody's paying attention.
It brings more hunger watching it. So the best thing they can do is, hey, they don't want to dance or forget their worries. They just want to be happy.
Yes.
So that's why even the kind of music that is coming out now, if you do a conscious, they'll just praise you as a started after like a few months. Me and they killing him. Hey, what done? But then I love such songs.
Yes.
You know, to me too, I love dancing and forget my worries too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love dancing, forget my worries. Because some, you know, for the fact that I'm blessed, don't mean I don't feel for people.
Right.
You know, sometimes I take my kids and when I go pick them up from school, I take some certain route. To see small kids begging on the road, I wind down and say, can you see them? Say, how come? My daughter will say, Papa, how come they don't wear no shoes? Where is their parents? Where are they not in their house? Why are they not in their cars? Like, because your dad has 6 cars, huh? In fact, in my house, I have 3 cars. My wife has 2. My kids have 1. So I told them, so you think everybody's like me? I said, that's why you guys have to do well in school, otherwise you will end up like this. So what I normally do, there was one time, it was one Christmas period. And I told them, all right, let's go to your wardrobe. Anything that you no longer like. Maybe a toy, I haven't seen you play. I started picking them out. Some clothes that there's still tags. I went to the street and started sharing them. Oh. That day, my son started crying. And he said to me, he's beginning to see the world different way now. So today, there's where my son behaves sometimes. When we're going to school, like, Dad, are you passing through that way? I'm like, why? Nothing. Maybe I said, do you want me to pass that way? So are we giving them money? I said, we'll give them money, but let me use the ATM somewhere. You see, they begin to get used to that. So like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm successful, I'm living well, I don't feel for people. But the question is that if I start preaching with my song for the government to change the situation, the same people that will listen to it are people that are hungry, the government will not listen to it.
That's true.
So everybody wants to dance or forget it. I'm telling you, the only thing that is keeping Africa strong now is our music. The only thing Africa has now.
That's true.
Especially back home in Nigeria. If you want to blab in anything now in Africa, say, oh, Africa is not resources now. is music.
You know, it's no doubt that Nigeria has been nominated or classified as the happiest country in the world in spite of all the suffering.
I'm telling you.
So let me ask you, Mr. P, how do you balance family, your fans, your career? How do you do all this? And because, let me say this,
to be honest,
in America, people stay together, they're married. Somebody is acting in Canada, another one is in Los Angeles. Next year they say they're divorcing because they're not spending time together. So how do African entertainers, someone like you especially, that cares so much about family, how do you balance life?
If you check my phone, it's been ringing. That's my daughter calling me because for me to tell her good night. That's her calling me on a video. And let me tell you the kind of person, I don't joke with my family, my immediate family. I don't care whether you're my mother or my, if you disrespect them, I'll cut you off. I don't joke with them. The reason why is because for me, those are my blood.
Right.
I've took a vow to protect them. You know, I took a vow at the altar to be with them. And how do I manage the whole situation? For me is, I have a woman who only understood what her husband does for a living. And if you notice on Instagram, I don't wear ring. She doesn't bother. I've been with this woman for 13 years before we got married.
Wow. There's trust.
So, if you go and tell, Lola, Peter is this, like, okay, thank you. So, yesterday I was, you'll be like, are you not worried? Why would I be worried? He bought a car for me last week. Did you come and say me congratulations? No. You're not calling me to come and tell me my husband. You saw my husband at a club. My friend, shut up. So as I was telling, she understood me. And not for that. I think we've gone through a lot.
Right.
And the things that we've gone through have made us start respecting ourselves. We can't fail. And she virtually the only person that I can, you know, that's why whatever I do, I put her first. And the kids. I don't care. Buy any property, anything, I put their names there.
But you're not saying that we should stay in abusive marriages?
I've never laid my hands on a woman before. The least I would do, I would just hit a mirror. Hurt myself. So you imagine that would have been on your face. But I will never.
Yeah.
I've been an advocate for domestic violence. I've been advocating about, go and check my answer, you still see it.
Okay.
I've been number one there. So I will never, all I just say for me is, how do I manage this? I travel all the time. I fly all around the world. I still find time. Maybe when I was in a group, I couldn't do some certain things. That's actually what I'm enjoying now. If I know that in March, within this time, tell my management, don't book any gig for me. I'm traveling with my family to Spain. My son has a football Barcelona World Cup to play. Here he goes. I know that between this time and this time, they have to go to Dubai, and I want to go with them. And I'll tell them, don't. But I couldn't do that when I was in a group. I'm sorry. I couldn't do that. So as for me now, there's more freedom to go out. I spend more time with my family. So that's why people that go and do that like, hey. Leave me. I only live one. I have to live once, please. This is more important now, you know. The fans are important, but when you look at it or not,
family is important.
It's very, very important.
And now we come from family to where you are right now. Exciting opportunities. This solo life, you're like a like somebody from like a newly single man.
Well, you know when I tell people that, you know, I'm sure you people will say no. If I say that I'm enjoying my solo, they'll say,
tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I am. Like, I am really, really, really
enjoying
the freedom.
But you're not worried about not having
I'm
a support?
in charge of myself. I'm in charge. I take decisions.
Okay.
I do my thing. I can tell anybody, hey, do it this way, do it that one, I'm doing it. If it doesn't work, it's my fault. If it works, it's good.
Correct.
So I'm really enjoying it. I'm not just, but the good thing is that nothing lasts forever. You know, we wish you, nothing lasts forever. And like I said earlier when I said, listen, there comes a time in life you take a decision.
Right.
Just respect the decision. Love the decision. You might not be happy about it, but everybody, people, nothing, they say change is constant.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then the fans need to get used to this.
They don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. Now, you're a versatile artist. You're a dancer, director, producer, and everything.
I do everything.
You do everything. What are you working on these days?
A lot. You know the truth, I'm even worried. My team, Don Flex, Michael, every member of my team are worried because they see me bringing out new product every day. In fact, I have a lottery platform called Zoom Lifestyle. I give out money. I give out at least $7,000 every month.
Wow.
I share it for 4 individuals. I just include international category now. So I give out at least almost $9,000 to $10,000. That's Zoom Lifestyle. I have my clothing line called Zip Republic. Now, I still have 2 more products that's supposed to be out this year, but I put it on hold because my management is looking at me like, Peter, what is going on? I said, yeah, I told you guys, I would have been doing this since. But something was stopping me. Now I'm doing it.
Now you're doing it.
You know, like, you will get to a point, you've been there, you've done there, you just want to establish in other things, still be doing, you know, I love the lifestyle of Diddy, 50 Cent, Jay-Z. You know, if you look at them, most surely 50. He has power, he has his own drink, he has his clothing line.
Yes.
The same thing, Diddy, everybody. I've been there, I've done that. I'm almost that age, so I love that's
It's time.
That's a lifestyle.
Yeah. So who are your
Do you want me
inspirations?
in the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years from now, I should be climbing stage and be jumping?
Well,
I go relax now.
I would still love to watch.
I can't be that strong.
You were doing all those things, those
I
moves.
will cool down.
You were
I
mentoring.
just do, maybe the flex step cannot even do it by then. Maybe it's, we'll go on stage, just do, just sing
more.
Who
Who does that today? We know some people that do that.
I know now. I can tell you somebody who does that. I know who does that.
Ah, that's so funny. Okay, Mr. P, quite an exciting conversation. I consider you an influencer and a leader.
I am.
You are. And I like that you own it. So my question to you.
I'm just out there.
Yes.
I don't hide.
You like to teach?
Yeah, like.
Mentor?
Well, I mean, you know, the truth, if it's only people that really know me will just say, you guys don't really know this guy. If you really know this guy, you will know him.
Okay. So what can you say to people of African descent? Not just Africans, globally, people of African descent. What can we do to move forward and to uplift each other? What do we need to start doing and that we're not been doing?
We need to start embracing ourselves.
Okay.
Support system. You know, I'm telling you the truth that the whole Gucci, Louis Vuitton and all that, we can produce them in Africa. But if you produce it, like, so I haven't finished wearing Louis Vuitton, it's your own, I want to wear. No. That's African mentality. They believe those ones are better than this. You know, Africa, we need to start, you know, accommodating ours. It's very important. You know, I've seen some product made in Nigeria, even cars made in Nigeria. I saw it. Even some, I feel guilty of it, like, why can't I buy one? But I think it's beginning to hit on me and say, no, Africa, we need that support system. We need to start supporting ourselves, like, we don't want to know. It's our thing. It's our own. You understand? Just say, this one is produced in Africa. I have a clothing line that is about to come out, and I did some, it's urban / African. And the first people that saw it said to them, I said, I don't know what that thing is, but that clothes looks African. I said, yeah, it's mine. I said, I knew it. You know, so what I'm trying to say is Africans, we need to start embracing ours, support ours, own it as if it's ours.
Correct.
Say it is. You know, we consume everything that the foreigners make. Eh?
Without even checking.
Without even checking. We consume more. You know, we consume more. But what am I trying to say? No problem. Can we use spend that 15% of energy to ours? You see how far we'll go.
That is so true, my brother. What are you most proud of for as long as you've been in this profession? What is your most thing?
I have a legacy.
Yes.
I'm proud of my legacy. I don't care what happens tomorrow. My kids, they know me. I've lived, I've done things, I've done wonderful things in this world that, you know, whether we like it or not, I have a legacy there, out there. Not just me, my colleagues. Like I said earlier, if there's something today that Africans and Nigerians are happy about, is our music. That's the only thing that's keeping us happy till today. Nobody's talking about the whole name, the whole negative names that Africa have created, the Nigerians have created. Put the Nigerians in diaspora. The only thing that have cleaned a little bit of it is something that we created out of government, without government support. We call it individual effort.
Yes.
We've done that. It's a legacy that we've created, and it's there. Everybody can see it. We've played our own part.
Yeah.
We leave it out there. The question is, have the government really thought of how to say, you know what, let's give them 100% support? No.
No.
But we'll continue doing. In fact, we are our own government.
Yes, you're your own ambassador.
So that's one thing I'm proud of. It's not just me. I'm talking about every single musician in Africa.
That is true.
Whether you're the one coming up, do you know how many job opportunities we've given to people?
Seriously.
Like seriously, the entertainment industry, we've given them a lot of opportunities. So whether we like it or not, he wouldn't have been interviewing me here now. This cameraman would have been working
That's
now
true.
if we did not do our music.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
You wouldn't have been here interviewing me if
That's
people
true.
like us are not out there. So I'm not using myself. I'm using generally.
The institution. Yes. So what can you tell a young man who's looking at you and has questions and wants to know where do you begin to become like you?
To be honest with you, everybody thinks, I don't know why when they ask this question, they say they don't have money now. When we started, do we have the money? There was no money. Let me use it. If the person you're giving an example with, maybe he's a wants to be a musician. During our own time, you release a song, you have to go to radio station. No, you just release your song, you go on your Twitter, create a link. Bah. You don't even have to do much than what we used to do.
Right.
So if you talk to them, they'll say, oh, and everybody wants to get signed by everybody. They'll write you, oh, please, why are you not signing? I have 4 artists that I've signed. I'm still working on them, but they're telling me, I'm an artist. No, it can be better than Michael Jackson. One is your. I have a friend called Grace. She's here. Grace has to be there. Grace has to come with the music.
Right.
There's luck and there's grace.
Okay.
So meaning when you do a song, you put your song out there, you still need grace.
Grace.
And favor. And probably luck.
Right.
To make it out there.
And surely never
Because
quit.
at the end of the day, you can come up today, you do a song, you feature Drake, Rihanna, Beyonce, will still not make you big.
That's true.
Don't you know? It still doesn't gonna make. Let me give you an example. Even like Jordan Psquare, we did a song with T.I., but I'm telling you, the impact, we did not see it. But it happens.
Yeah.
So grace needs to come. Favor from God needs to come. Luck needs to come. So collaboration does not make you a bigger artist. You can do all the collaboration, feature all the A-list artists in the world. Your whole album, do album 10 track. Track 1 Jay-Z, track 2 Beyonce, track 3 Rihanna, track 4 Drake, track 5 Chris Brown. You will not still gonna blow. It happens.
Enough said. Enough said. Last word for your fans. They want to hear the last thing from you. This is on you now.
Hey guys, how you all doing? My name is Peter Okoye, popularly known as Mr. P. You know me, I'm a man of my words. To all my beautiful fans out there, let me be honest with you guys. I love what I do, and I'm sticking to it. You guys, thank for your support. And all I know is that I'm continue being me, as long as you guys continue giving me all the support needed. You guys have been amazing. It's been over 3 years. I've been doing my thing as a solo act, and trust me, I'm enjoying it. And I'm still a legend. You know, I'm still a legend. And you guys are the legend of the fans as well. So, like I always say, you guys, they call me a superstar. You guys are super fans. You guys have been amazing. So I love you guys. Keep your head up. It's going to be one of the most amazing years coming. Much love. I love you guys. Stay blessed.
Mr. P in the house.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You're one of Africa's greatest. You're a pioneer.
I got you.
You brought us to the forefront. And there's more in store for you. A lot of grace waiting for you. So good luck. Grace tonight.
Grace.
Good luck tonight. Enjoy and have fun. See you next time.
Thank you.
And this is Pamela on Africa Speaks with one of the greatest from Africa, Mr. P.